Heyo, welcome to this new game, Blueprints. I've seen a lot of pretty good stuff about it. I've actually played a bit of the demo, and as you can see, played a little bit of the game myself, about only about an hour. So I'm familiar with like some of the stuff, but I think this is a game that I'm probably going to get really into. So I was thinking I'd just start it over and yeah, give it a go. So let you guys watch the story as we start here.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
So that's our intro. We get thrown into the mansion, or the estate, and then we go around and start exploring. So we start off with this letter, only open in the case of event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same as the rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all of my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. And then we get this big old blueprint, which is the blueprint of the estate. And so we have the final antechamber here and the entrance hall where we are now. We get 50 steps in one day. And yeah, so every time we go into a room, we use up steps. When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. So we only get, like, I guess you could call it a move. So I can move to this room, then up. But we'll see how that goes. So every time you open one of these doors, you get an opportunity to draft. So we can see we're going west here. So if I draft the bedroom, it's like it gives me like a little a right angle to go up, so it will lead me up. But if I do the hallway, then I have another opening past that. And then the closet's a pretty bad item because it's a pretty bad room to do right off the bat, because then sure I get 2 items, but then I close off all the opportunities like in that direction. And right now I want more opportunities to keep expanding. Cool. You'll notice rooms are different colors when we draft. Some colors are better than other colors. Largely, I think the red is bad. And I think I'm gonna pick up this first key with this nook. I shouldn't have really done this room because I feel like if I go for the nook, if I go like, I should probably just go with the spare room, because if I go with the nook, there's a chance that I could just like, my path might end prematurely on the left side, so I'm going to go with the spare room. So I think maybe in the future I want to go as far out to the side before I start to go up. That's good. And then there's a note here, doors in the west wing are most likely to be locked. Yeah, so I have a big pad of paper here, and I'm just going to keep notes as we go. So west wing doors more likely to be locked. It's honestly easier than trying to take screenshots of everything, I think. Cool, so let's see where we go. So the storeroom will give us a key, a gem, and coins. Keys we use to unlock things. Gems we use to purchase or draft special rooms, and then coins we use to purchase items, but the purchasing doesn't happen too often. So let's do the parlor, because this is just a puzzle that we have to solve here. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving an invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. Small point, there should be a period after the end of this sentence somewhere, but it's got lost, I guess. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I've included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So we have this little key we pick up, wind-up key, and then largely you can't really do anything in the rooms. Like, you can always try to interact stuff, but it doesn't usually, like, you're not usually able to do anything. Like, we can see out the back here, but this is like depends on where you are on the side of the house. And I'm surprised that even, like, you can even squeeze in there. Yeah, so what does this box say? The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room, and this box and the white box are both empty. So one of these is lying, and at least one of these is lying, and at least one of these is telling the truth. So okay, so obviously the statement on the white box is true. Well, this can't be true because there is a second wind-up key in this room, right? So both of these boxes are lying, right? And so that means the black box must be telling the truth. This box and the white box are both empty. So that means the prize is in here. Yeah, so we get 2 gems, and that's our prize for the parlor. Cool, so we have guest bedroom, lavatory again, and then corridor. So corridor is the easy pick here because 10 steps is good, but then again, it will end our path, and we don't want to do that. And then you have to keep your eyes open and keep searching all the time because maybe there's sometimes keys or coins or extra stuff like laying around in the room. I think the den is good here. The West Wing Hall is not bad. These are not the same. I definitely could use an extra gem at the start. The storeroom is poopy because it, ends the path there. So let's try the den. And then it would be nice if we're able to connect these rooms just because we only have 50 steps. We've already used 46 in the day. I'm just searching around for more coins. It'd be nice if we're able to get, do things to, not modernize. What am I trying to say? If we can, maximize the distance we make. And so here's our first oopsie. We're not really able to connect with that room, so that's okay. That's okay. The spare room is nothing lost, but now we have all these rooms exit up. So we have the pantry, the nook, and the observatory. What do we have? Do I have a key yet? No, I don't have a key. And I don't have any money, so I think I'm gonna go for the key first. Yeah, let's go for the key in the nook. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down on your notes and observations. Yeah, a pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be a valuable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Oh, there's even there's the little grid to the game, or to the house. That's great. So you get 1 key. Is there any documents to read here other than that? Nope. Okay, so kitchen, that's an example of somewhere to buy stuff, but I'm actually going to choose the boudoir to go away from the side with the den on it. And then I actually want to go back and take a look at what the den gives us. A garage, a storeroom, and the West Wing Hall. I think the garage with 3 keys is the best choice here. Yeah. I'm glad I'm seeing all the stuff that I already know about at the beginning, because that means that I can get to the stuff I don't know about right away. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for, His Lordship. Your absence must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. That doesn't really seem consequential. What do we got? So there's some dirt. There's no tools in here. There's a little clicker. Did that do anything? Oh no, that didn't do anything. Okay, I see. I gotta go find something else in order to click this. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go head down to. I think I'm gonna head towards the entrance hall again, and start back from the beginning. Because we've got this opening here, which could lead us anywhere, but I want to go. This is now a dead end. You can see at the end there, it's just bricked off. And funnily enough, that you can actually go back outside and there is stuff to explore. I'm just not going to go right now because I don't want to waste any more steps. Because we're already down to 38. Let's try to explore on the right side. Rumpus Room +8. That's actually pretty good. Just give me 8 coins for 1 gem. Yes, please. Can we interact with here? I don't think I've been in this room maybe once before. Alzara. Anything here? No. 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 Yeah, let's see what this does for 1 coin. Huh?
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
I was not expecting something like this.
I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day,
What does that
I
mean?
will have nothing more to say.
That was a lot. I was trying to write down stuff, and luckily, I guess I'm recording so I can just go back and watch it. But like, a black cat tied to a red flag that doesn't stir in the wind. Excuse me. Well, I don't really have much. I think this might be a nursery play here, so I can like maintain my step count. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the nursery. And it seems like a bad idea, to be honest. I don't have any buts. It kind of seems like a bad idea, but I'm worried about and I'm worried about running out of steps right away. Oh, coins. We got a book, the Red Prince by Marion Marigold. It was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of the canary or the crow. He could not stand the white of the swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view that he heard the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? Oh, okay, there's no, like, end to the book. It's just literally this book. Okay. Oh, the story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. The story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And you, as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about the Red Prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay, so I think there's a lot in that book. I think up until now I'd only really been focusing on, like, how do I get up to the antechamber? But that doesn't seem to be, like, there's a lot more here. So, the Book of the Red Prince, what do we have? We've got what? So, he doesn't like the canary, crow. So he doesn't like the black of the crow or the yellow of the canary, and he doesn't like white. He doesn't like blue. Well, he doesn't like any color. Yeah, so... And then we go into the bathroom. Yeah. What? Why? Maybe I'm clicking too fast. Okay, so that was interesting. Plus there's all these paintings or drawings on the wall. I'm not sure what they're for. Okay, so that nursery was great because it gave us some info. Great, so I have 10 coins, and so maybe I can go to the commissary next and find something. This guy's not going to speak again until tomorrow. Maybe he'll have more to say tomorrow. But there was the red flag and the cat, black cat. Oh, this got really interesting. Food for sale. Pantry is no, and we just gotta go kitchen here. We can't go kitchen here because we don't have a gem. This is what I mean about, like, fucking myself over. Nursery was a bad idea. So we've got to go, I say that, we got to go, we really only, okay, no, we'll go for more coins because we can use coins to buy us more stuff. This pantry has an apple, which gives us +2. Apples, bananas, and oranges. Yeah, so I told you it was bad news. Or it was a bad idea, but yeah, I should have, oh, it's whatever, it's only day 1. I can't remember how many days I have. Maybe it's 30? 1 month to do this? I want, like, a mini map while I'm, like, running around, so I don't have to keep switching up. Because I get so lost so easily. So now we're in the boudoir. Oh, yeah, that's right. There is a puzzle in this room that is, like, strikingly easy to figure out. So we have, like, this, the only little thing you can sort of see is this thing here. So we got, like, Christmas, we have the safe, and then we have all these presents, and then we have, looking back behind the dividers, we have a safe, right? And then, so we need to figure out what the code to the safe is, and I think that most codes are, like, I don't know about most codes, but, like, this is the clue in the room to figure out what the safe is, and I was, like, so confused. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's, like, maybe, you know, red is the leftmost gift, so we count the number of red balls on the tree, and that or you know, that's the first number. But no, it's literally 12/25, because that's what day Christmas is of the year. And I think all the codes are like probably dates or something. We get 1 gem, and then we get this letter number 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of your dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and to stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family, name, nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she had forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. No idea what any of this stuff is about, by the way. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel. Cool. Again, no idea what that was about. Oh, okay, well, these are... The chapel's not horrible, but it does, like, ding us 1 coin every time we go through it. So, and sometimes there's extra, like, stuff out here, but I don't think there is. So we're going to see what we can open in the bottom room. Commissary wouldn't be horrible. Well, it would. Yeah, we can't get anything to go out that way. I'm going to do the guest bedroom because we get 2 + 2 or another 5 here. And I know it's a dead end. However, not coming back through the chapel is actually good for us, because we get dinged every time we come through. And then we get another key. Not that we need any more. 5 is a lot. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Somebody. I can't read that. KL? Yeah, and I don't see anything else. Well, the key was there, so that's good. And so now I hope we get something that's not shite coming out of this room. Come on. Oh, passageway is fantastic, if I could afford it. No, we've locked ourselves out. The closet of the lavatory? Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what, we pick here, because I can't take this. I can't pick if I pick the closet, and because I can't, whatever I get doesn't mean anything. I'll just do the lavatory and then get out. Well, I tried, but this is how, like, every day kind of feels. This is the bathtub from the book, right? There's nothing else in here. It's just a red room. There's something about rooms being red. I know that already. But I'm kind of pissed that that went, like, that sour that fast. So we'll, oh man, maybe going for the commissary was it, because then I could have bought something that was, like, not horrible. Now I just have a bunch of steps. I guess we can take this time to go explore outside. See if there's anything else. this is like the path we came up the house on. And you see, if you're watching our step counter, we do go down when we come out into these outdoor areas. There's this mystery door, whoever the hell that's not on the floor plan, right? But there is like this other stuff here, like this square and then this square and whatever's in our inventory. Can't go through there. There's, I think, our camp. Like another door here, which we can't go out through. I like that the music's so subdued. There is a code here for a bunch of apples. Man, I forgot about this. I remember seeing this in the demo, but I didn't figure out how to get in here. What year did he die in? 1933? 1983? I'll just try it. Yeah, no. I don't know. It must be a date. It must be a year or like something like that. Well, we can't go there. I think if we go up and touch this, then we just like... oh, calling it a day. I'm not going to call it a day now. Because we can't keep anything from day to day. So like all the coins and keys that we got, no. And doing so would invalidate the will, which is like... okay, game mechanic, I see you. But it just feels like... yeah, like who's gonna know? Like I guess all the staff's gonna be watching from the corner while I'm playing. There's another door down here. There's whatever that is. Some nice waterfall sounds in the background. There's this area that I don't remember. There's two sconces and... yeah, nothing I can particularly do here. Maybe I get a lighter or something and I can light those. Also we have bird baths. After playing Animal Well, I'm like looking for puzzle bits everywhere. Because I noticed that there's like that pattern around that. And there's like also like a pattern around here and on the bottom, but I don't know that that actually does anything. And the one other thing I know I can do is make a wish and throw it into here. And that's about it. I don't know what that does. I know that I can't get through here right now. Yeah, so I guess I just have to call this a day, because that's the entirety of the grounds. Definitely curious to hear what anybody's theories of how any of this shit works is. So yeah, cool. I got enough steps, but you know, it wasn't very good, apparently. So let's just call it a day. Yeah. Day one, nothing too much. 16 rooms, rank 4, 5, 6. I think rank is like the rank of the, like these are all rank 1. This is rank 2, 3, 4, and then up is like, yeah, Mount Holly, quaint cottage, steps taken 42, items found 0. Yeah. Let's keep going. Now I think every day that I can still get into that safe, and it'll give me another gem, but you know, the contents of the letter is only one per day, or there's nothing in the letter, so that doesn't get me anything. And I'm not sure that it's nice to know that like the extra gem is like unknown. So maybe I'm gonna go right this time. I think we're gonna hit the den up to get this. The utility closet for the breaker box is something that I need this in order to deal with like open the garage door. It's involved with other stuff though, but I don't really want to get that yet. Let me go up before I go out here. Lavatory, no, parlor. Do I want more gems or do I want more gems? I can get more keys later. But then we're going to open this and see what this is. Storeroom, bedroom. Yeah, we'll go the bedroom. Parlor. This is the same game. So one of these is always telling a lie, one of these is always telling the truth, and then the gems are only in one box. So two of them could be like, and then the other one is just like, it could be telling the truth or a lie. So this box is the white box. Okay, so this is a lie. This box is the black box. Okay, so this is also a lie. So that means, you know, this one has to be the truth. The blue box contains the gems. So the blue box contains the gems. That must be the truth. Yeah. Important to remember that the it's not in the actually we should go through the bedroom in order to go through here. Because I don't need to come into the parlor again. Yeah. +2. Greetings from Reddington. I have no idea what that is. Oh, another gem. That's great. Having 4 gems makes me feel super safe. Who is this lady? Oh, she's wearing the moon necklace. Oh, we found the moon, but it's facing the other way. Yeah, okay, cool. I have been in this room before, did not know that you could even pick this up. Let's see what we're doing. Chapel, yikes. We're gonna go spare room and go up through here. Oh man, this is breaking me. So let's take, because I really want to take the utility closet, but I can't do it until I know where the another room is. And let's go through the nook and grab another key. Is there anything else here? Nope, same note. No, same stuff. Man, this guy really wants me to take the chapel. I don't really, well, I kind of have to because I'll just like be cornering myself if not. And I don't have any coins, so it's all right now. Ooh, speaking of coins. Oh, I guess I could have left those. I guess I didn't need to pick those up right now. I gotta start thinking more like that. Let's go out and see what's here. The commissary is right here, as well as a corridor. Commissary brings us down. I like the thought of taking the corridor, because there's no guarantee that this entrance hall is going to bring me up. That means I can go to the entrance hall and take a dead end later. So let's take this corridor and see where that leads us. Or do we want to leave and then try going out this way? Because the chapel's going to fuck us up a bit. Yeah, let's do that. And then it's not so bad because we're going through the bedroom again. I mean, the bedroom doesn't do a ton, but, you know, when we're micromanaging or when we're trying to min-max our steps, like, really the best, I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm not going to take that door yet. I'm going to try to exhaust some of the other rooms. Yeah, we're going to take the hallway. And then taking the pantry here for more monies. Yeah, because we already have the chapel now. I think that some rooms are unique and you can only have we go. Here are all the rooms that we've unlocked so far. We've used entrance hall, spare room, parlor. Is there one before the entrance hall? That bothers me. Nook, garage, den, pantry, rumpus room. Those are all blue rooms. Antechamber, and then room 46. It's a blueprint? So I have to make the 46 room? Okay, so these are just breaking down what these rooms are. Oh, a familiar room that you may have slept in at some prior to visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you a little rest and recuperation during your long days exploring. Common. Standard. Oh, rooms have rarity now. Okay. I didn't understand that. I didn't see that before. A private salon with a plethora of fainting couches and chaise lounges that served both as a dressing room for her ladyship in the mornings and a cozy sitting room for her in the evenings. Guest bedroom maintained and kept available for us, accommodating weekend guests and impromptu visitors who find themselves compelled to stay the night. Oh, dead ends. Yeah, dead end is a type of room. One of the few rooms you vividly remember from your visits here in your youth, though even at the time, you remember feeling a little old for the activities provided here. The twin cribs found in this room might suggest at one point there had been some hopeful expectations of a sudden growth of the family tree. Hallways, nondescript hallways snaking through the estate and providing elegant causeways between the most noteworthy destinations that the house has to offer. Yeah, corridors are always unlocked. Green rooms, no shops, and then we've only used 2 red rooms. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests, despite them always be probing for its location. Okay. Oh, and there was a private scarcity? As ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estate, is watched over by 8 Agerian angels depicted in stained glass. This room was more a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. Okay. Nice little bit of flavor text there. House history. Oh, this just shows us what we did in previous days. Game settings, what can we do here? Volume, nah, we're good with volume. Graphics, we're good with graphics. Accessibility, nope. Controls, nope, we're good for all that. Yeah, let's see where this hallway leads. Okay. Let's go with the drawing room. Drawing room gives us, you can draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. So that means we can take a dead end to the right, definitely. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. And obviously, this is one of those rooms where you may redraw. And here's a portrait of the guy himself. It kind of looks like the fortune teller from before, though. Just checking a utility closet. See, we can definitely go here now. Then operate this breaker box. So, keycard entry system we're turning off. I have no clue what these do. Yeah, see, what? Yeah, I have no idea what these colors are or what any of this is. But I think I want to turn off Gymnasium Darkroom and turn on Garage. And then there's one that says Cabinet. It's scratched out, but I don't know if we ever find something for that. I don't know what VAC stands for either. But there's nothing here that I see. So now, if we go to so there's no power to the dark room or the other one. What's the other one? Dark room or the gym. So now we can, like, if we find the garage, we can open the door. That's basically what that is. And to make sure that we get out of here, we're going to draft from here instead of drafting from the other side. I could have re-rolled, but that was a pretty good one. The kitchen isn't horrible. The West Wing Hall isn't great. The kitchen... oh, fuck. See, I could get a great item in the closet, but it's probably not a good idea. I think I do want to just go to the kitchen. But we're spending... Let's just do the West Wing Hall. Yeah, and then previous doors will automatically open. Oh, staff notice, June 15th, 1983. I'm just going to write down years. Out of respect for the late Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask the staff members refrain from drafting them during the period of mourning. Likewise, any but may draft blah. No idea. Aw, please don't be a shitty draft. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not great either. Items for sale. Yeah, we'll take this. It doesn't matter which side we draft from here. So I'm just going to go through here and see what we can buy. So the commissary, I'm just looking at the other stuff in the room first, other than the obvious stuff. Annual Maid's Day sale. All items up to 50% off. Commissary. So 20 and 21. 50% off. Mount Holly Commissionary. And then over here, with Crow, without boat, who knows? The commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. So terminal password, I can't see what that is at all. I can see it starts with an S. I see like, let me get in there. Let me screenshot and then try to get zoomed in a bit. Let's see here. So it looks to me, I don't know how many letters this is going to be, but it definitely starts with an S. There's a lot of scratches, and so maybe like the last 3 letters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Blank, blank, blank. Maybe ONU. But I have no clue. I don't have a clue. That's like, it's really hard to read what any of that in the middle is. So yeah, we'll have to just, man, if only I knew words better, I could tell you what SONU is. What are these lines here for? They look like drafting lines. Who knows? Yeah, oh, what can we actually buy for 8 coins? A compass, a shovel, a sledgehammer, and a salt shaker? What does a salt shaker do? What does a salt shaker do? Compass? What does a compass do? Shovel, sledgehammer. I think... Because we saw the dirt, so I know I can use a shovel for that. The compass... I can't remember. I had no idea what the salt shaker does. And I don't want to spend all my coins because we might have to walk through the middle again. Let's take the shovel because we know we can dig. We can probably dig at like the places with dirt. Give me a way out. No, you don't give me a way out. So do we want to just go to the closet or do we want the guest bedroom here? That's a great question. So closet will give us 2 items, and then the guest bedroom would give us 10 steps, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it basically makes it so we're not like we don't have to pay anything to travel up there, but that doesn't really get us anywhere. I think I want to take the 2 items. Yeah, let's take the 2 items. We get a dice. Ivory dice. While drafting, you may use dice to roll new floor plans. That's good, because now we have a safety roll, and then 1 more gem. So that's not, like, horrible. We have a shovel, and we have a reroll. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, when we go through the bedroom, we get, like, plus... Yeah, when we go through the bedroom, we get, a little bit more... Oh, whatever. Anyways. I really hope that I don't get a room that's just like, okay, like a right turn room. And if I get 3... Oh, we have the reroll if it's really bad. Keep being a doomer. We lose 1 coin. So actually, it doesn't really matter if I had spent all of them or not. What did I tell you? Kitchen, boudoir, storeroom. Boudoir, for sure. So then we can get the extra gem. Yeah, let's do the boudoir. Still have to look for any extra stuff in every room every time. So this is going to be 12.25 again. Cool. Letter is the same. Letter is the same. Number 4. And then we see where we go with the boudoir. Locked now, so we have to use a key. We only have 1 key. And I think we gotta go with the passageway, because I don't want to reroll for anything. That gives us more possibilities to get out, too. So that's pretty okay. Let's go with the left side first. Observatory. Use a gem. I don't want to use a gem. I think that we're at the point where we can just take a guest bedroom here. I don't want to reroll right now because we're not like critical. So let's just take the guest bedroom and take the 10. And last time I did this was a mistake. Oh, magnifying glass? What does this do? Inspect documents of the estate more closely. So I can zoom in now? I can zoom in now? Oh, is this how I get the password for the terminal? Like I zoom in on the document? Oh, maybe I need to go back to that thing. This is weird. I didn't put the 2 and 2 together before. But that document, where is the... That's all the way back in the commissary. Maybe... Oh, we'll see about that later. I'm about to roll and... I don't have any keys. I don't have any keys, so I can't progress. Cool. Well, I keep surprising myself in so many different ways. Are there any keys in this place? Man, that sucks. Okay, well, let's go try to figure out what that password is from the commissary, and let's see if we can look up any more documents while we're here. Okay. Billiard puzzle notes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Order of operations goes from inside to outside. Well, that's good. Sinclair's many secrets will take to his antechamber appears to be sealed by all four sides. Must be a way to open. So that's interesting. This is a solution for a puzzle we haven't seen yet. I think it's interesting that that's there. I'm a bit mad that like I overlooked the key thing. Wonder if there's anything else to see in this. All we can see is like, yeah, that's the moon. That's the moon that we saw before. Man, that's shit. Ugh. Yeah, where am I? Parlor. In the parlor, there was nothing really to look at. I don't need to look at that document again. Like, there's nothing here worth zooming in at, is there? Herbert S. Sinclair. Is there anything in the drawing room? No documents. Can I zoom in on this guy? No. Oh, there's this one. Any staff? Any staff, probably? Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Doesn't seem to be any, like, there's no small pictures or anything on there. Let's try this. Does this help? Oh my god, it does. SWAN SONG. Swan Song. Well, I got 3 of the letters out of the 4 that I thought, but I didn't even see. Yeah. I think it's like, you can't just like zoom and enhance. I think that's great. Is there anything to look at here? Commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Well, that's great. I didn't have this before, and that's something. So I know the password for the electrical terminal. Where is the terminal? The terminal is in the terminal is going to be in the security and the laboratory. Cool. That magnifying glass was a super lucky find. I'm almost not angry that we got locked out here because of the magnifying glass find, but I'm still a little bit pissy. I like myself, of course, that I like just skipped over the fact I didn't have any keys left, because I know that the further you go up, the more the higher odds that something's going to be locked. looks like it could be useful for digging. Did we see any dig spots? Is there anywhere to dig outside? Oh, let's look at this. Bridget, please pick up. So, okay, so am I seeing anything different here? Not really. I do want to see if there's anywhere I can dig outside, because that would be nice, but I doubt it. Oh, there's nothing in here. Wait, is that the actual time on the clock? No. No, it's not. It's the in-game time. So that's like, what, 11:30? Oh, and the time is moving forward. Ever so slightly. Okay. That's good to know. I guess. I don't know if it is or not. I feel like there's like small details in this game, and like all the red herrings are like the big set pieces in the room. So it's like there's not a lot I can do, but I need to pay attention to everything still, which is like infuriating. Yeah, we're at the campsite on the grounds. This is nowhere still. Nothing to dig. I'm gonna use the only year I have, which is 1983. But why would he use the year that he died? When was 1983 anyways? That's not the year he died, is it? Maybe it is, but then that wouldn't make sense why his, like, it must be something before 1983, like a significant date before that. Also, it's good and all that this guy has like the utmost trust that he'll like be able to like earn his heir, or like earn his fortune, but like, can you imagine just not understanding the puzzle and just molding the entire way? Still can't do anything here. That's locked. I gotta be on the other side of that, probably. Yeah, so I genuinely think there's not anything I can do here. So I might as well just call it a day. And I think I'm gonna call this recording for the day too. That's been fun, and I'll give it a start up later and then see. Yeah, I'm so happy that we got the password, but at what cost? Like that was shaping up to be such a great run, because we had 2 gems. We didn't have any money, but we didn't really need that, and then we had a reroll, but I should have used the reroll on the guest bedroom. So I think like, oh, and you know, the guest bedroom is when we started getting is when something was locked. So 1, 2, 3. So tier 4 or level 4 is when we should make sure that we have keys. Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.